Yo, yo. What's up? Nama, that's good. You're the first one on the list and you're already here. Looks like you have waited for the today's feedback session. Looks like somebody's very hyped. Just let me check a few things here. Ready for a hot December? Oh yeah. Can you check your DM? Sure, mate. I can. Sure. Let me check. Okay. Also, das auszusieht. Yeah, okay. Somehow my views also. Okay, that's strange. Okay. What's up, Austin, mate? Hello. I'm in Berlin. Yeah, I've been in Berlin last week. Yeah. It was very quick trip to Berlin from Wednesday till Friday. Intensive 2 days on the Future Festival. Checking stuff for festivals, like, yeah, different things, counters for the bars and stuff like this, meetings with ticketing providers, and a lot of other things. But it was very lovely. I enjoyed the 2 days. FOF is always wild. I've been last year the first time there and it was very good to be there just to see new things for festivals, because it's very interesting to keep yourself updated. What is, which things you can rent for your festivals and stuff like this is very interesting. Hello. Yes, there will be 2 night events, of course. Mischanlage. Stadthalle. Yeah, stay tuned. 2 night events. I won't say more. We will have 2 night events. Yes. Locations. Let's keep that open. Stay tuned. Infos will come. Check this. So, where are my friends? Nama, you are here. I know that. Yeah, Leo Funk is back as well, of course. Ivan Emanuel. I think RBNO was last week here the first time. Am I right? I think so. Leo Funk is here. Namar is on YouTube for his senior comment on YouTube. Stefano. Who's RBNO? I think you joined us last week, but I'm not sure. Alice Malek. I think Alice sent me his tunes a few times via DM. I'm not sure if he's here. I don't think so. Ivan will join, I'm sure, maybe later. But yeah. Not that many contributions today. I mean, 6 contributions, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. I thought because I've put the link like 24 hours earlier than usual, I thought like, okay, it's going to be much more, but yeah. 6 is also fine. It's going to take some time here. So we have 60 minutes here for now, which is good. I would definitely appreciate to see more, of course. Or I have to show you my tracks or something. I don't know. Maybe you can give me feedback on some of my tunes. We could change it. We could switch the positions. Yeah, listening experience is definitely better on YouTube. I don't know. We have maybe to check it on TikTok once. Maybe as like a test run. I would try it next week. Because we skipped Feedback Friday last week. We can do like another session. But maybe we will do it only on TikTok. What do you think about that? I don't know how many people here have TikTok. I would like to test it out, because it's definitely the better platform for live streams. But let me know. Of course, I won't do live streams on TikTok if nobody from my Instagram community is there. That would make sense. Of course. Hello to Cyprus. You don't, okay. Yeah, I don't know, TikTok. I mean, I'm a big fan of YouTube, but I don't have the follow on YouTube. Of course, if everybody would join me on YouTube and follow me on YouTube, I could do the live streams only on YouTube. to be honest, Instagram is very, it sucks definitely in in matters of live streams. Yeah, join me on TikTok. I want to do more stuff on TikTok, but I have so much content, especially from all the Feedback Fridays. I could do like, I don't know, 8 videos a week posting, But yeah, I honestly don't have the time to cut everything. And to be honest, I have a cutter, but yeah. I also want always to try to pay the people fair, if they cut my videos, for example. I want to be fair and pay them fair fees, That's also a thing. But yeah, monetary. It's sometimes better, sometimes not that good. Okay. So Leo's there. For the others, I don't know who is here from the list, but if you are not on this list and you want to get a feedback on your tracks, now is the best moment, the perfect timing. The list is pretty empty so far. So you have the chance now to join. And of course, you can always rejoin the list so that the rules are easy. You can put one track in the queue, and after we've listened to a track, you can rejoin the list with another track. Okay. I would say let's not waste too much time. I said I will do 3 hours straight. Maybe we will wait like till 7:15. Is that fine? Or shall we start? We can also start. I don't have the problem with that. No TikTok in India? For real? Is that true? Didn't know about that. No TikTok in India. Crazy. I've learned something. Is that... Give me a sec. No TikTok? In India. It's banned. That's crazy. Okay. Wow, I've learned something. TikTok is still banned in India. A ban first imposed in 2020. Way crazy. The benefit of a border clash between India and China in 2020. That's crazy. Okay. But I think I would do like YouTube and I would do YouTube like all the time, because I think YouTube makes totally sense. Even because you can like save all the streams on YouTube, you know, and it's all in my channel, and you can rewatch it if you want, or make like screen recordings of your tracks with my feedback, whatever. What is very welcomed if you want to do that, for all of you. So if you want to do screen recordings, feel free to do that. Then I don't have to do it. Okay, it's 7:15. My watch is full. I've got the message here on my phone. Give me a sec. I'm going to get my watch, because I need it for the timer. And after I'm back, we will start straight with Namha's track. And from then, we will dive into today's Feedback Friday. For everyone who's joining now, feel free to send your track contributions. You can send it over the whole time during the stream. The link is active all the time via my link in bio. So if you want to join, now is the best chance. The list is still very empty. We are going 3 hours from now straight doing feedbacks. So join, be brave, put your track in the list, and get a feedback by myself, by the community. Now is really a good opportunity. If you don't feel safe with your track, or you think, oh, something is there's something missing, or I don't know, I would like to hear others' opinion, now is the chance. So if you want, feel free to join, now is the perfect timing for it. So I'll be right back. Give me a sec. So, okay. I hope you're all ready. Namhar. Are you here? I mean, I saw you already in the chat, but I want to be 100% sure, starting your track, and to know that you are here listening to the feedback. We had this situation once that I started a track, I've listened to the whole track, I've gave feedback to the whole track, and the person was not there. Yeah, so I'm always asking. Okay, Namar is there, perfect. Okay, Feedback Friday, December 5th, 2025. We're starting now. Feel free to join the list all the time. It's active in my link in bio. Join the list. Yeah, the step is nice. But I think you definitely have to do some processing on the low end. It's rumbling a bit too much. Hello, Ivan. The mix is a bit unbalanced, maybe because of the low end. I would say that the low end's dominating the mix a bit too much, so I mean, all these percussive elements or the heads, you know, and the heads are coming through, you know, but the rest, like mid-range, I think the mid-range needs more room. The heads are very nice. Oh, that's very nice. I'm just not a fan of the vocal, but that's just my personal taste, honestly. I think I think vocals are always difficult. They really have to be on point, but that's always a matter of taste, of course. Some people like that. Mao, interesting, yeah. I haven't started the timer. I'm an idiot, but no worries. It's 5:40, so we have like, let's say 5 minutes. Okay. I've already said something about the low end. I think the mix gets a bit too unbalanced. You can really hear that because all this mid-range sounds, they don't get the room to express, so they're getting kind of ducked, you know. I think you definitely need to adjust that a bit in the low end. That means lowering down the sub the sub bass, for example. I don't know if you have something like a sub bass as a layer on the kick, or do you have like created a rumble with a reverb and the kick. I'm not sure, but it's a bit too loud, you know. And the problem is that it's always the problem with the low end, because the low end is really ducking the rest of the mix, and all the other elements, they don't have enough space to express or to breathe, you know. They need place in the mix, and they also need the room, because the most of the times the mix is sounding dull because of this over too loud low end, you know. So like maybe lowering down the sub frequency of the bass, or the sub bass in that case, and putting something like a sidechain on it, and then you can go and compress it. You can glue them, so you will get a bit more volume on the sub, but it's not going to be too much, you know, that the rest of the mix is getting ducked in a way, you know. It's very the track is very toolyish in a way. I've said something about that several times in the Feedback Fridays. It's fine to produce tooly tracks, you know. I'm a big fan of storytelling tracks. So when you have like certain parts and like surprising moments, that's missing a bit in this track. So it's sounding very tooly, but that's totally fine. That's really in the end matter of taste. I would always try to improve, let's say, or to put a few unexpected things in a mix, even in a tooly track, because I mean, a lot of people are really like thinking doing tooly tracks is good, that people can layer their tracks, but a few people, like for example me, are playing tracks without layering other tracks to the tracks. So if you want to keep the listener's attention over the whole time of the track, you need kind of, let's say, surprising moments, or even small twists or something, you know, just nuances. It doesn't have to be super crazy, but just small things. Less is more. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the vocal. Also, that's fine, matter of taste. But now I've said a lot of negative things, I think. But what is very nice are the hi-hats. So they're sounding very clean. I like also the effect on the certain sounds. Very nice, sounding very good. So if you work on the low end and you like fix it a bit, you can create a bit more space for the rest of the track, like the mid range, and the track will get more this hi-fi stereo vibe. Vibe is the wrong word. They will sound a bit more cleaner and balanced in the end. So I hope this feedback, I've already seen that you have wrote a comment in YouTube. I hope you can work with the feedback. Thank you very much for contributing. I really appreciate it. Nice bass just worked, like I said, on the low end. But I mean, I think you already joined the last few times. Like, really, low end is a topic. It's not only you, it's always a problem. Low end, the thing is, the main element in techno music is the kick. So the, or yeah, I mean, it's that what brings us moving in the club, and it's of course one of the main elements in techno music. So you need like a punchy or like a heavy kick or something, but people are always going into this giving the kick too much present, that and because of, let's say, bad room situations, people can't hear the kicks properly, can't hear the low end properly, and they're over like yeah, they're making the kicks and everything way too loud often to like yeah, to hear it in their rooms, for example. And that can cause very, let's say, muddy, over present low ends. And I would say that happens especially in the beginning, but also established producers with years of experience, they're doing this mistake. It's really, you have to know your speakers, you have to know your room, of course, but yeah, you if you don't like know how the track sounds in a, let's say, a good sounding environment, and how so you have to learn to listen or to hear properly in a way, and that's often very difficult with, let's say, rooms where you don't have like acoustic measurements and stuff like this. So thank you very much, Namha. Feel free and please send more in the future. It's very welcomed. Oh, we have now. Oh, now the list is filling. That's good. Feel free to send tracks in the list. The link is in the bio. If you want to join the session, do that. Link in bio. Next up, live app on top of my Linktree page. Put your track in the queue and let's see if we will do it today. But 3 hours are enough time, to be honest. And I will also stop talking too much, of course. RBNO, I don't know. RBNO, are you here? Let's see if we have you here. If not, my very beloved friend Leo Funk, who's joining every week, is here waiting for his chance. RBNO. Where are you? It can happen, by the way, that somebody's calling me. That's going to be Felix, who's our A&R. Because we have something to discuss regarding the label and the next release, which is in the pipe. Or not the next one. The next one is already set up and everything. More info at the, I think, end of the month. Very lovely EP is going to come on the third room in January. Really great. And we have to discuss the topic about the February release. I've called him, so maybe it can happen that he will call me back so everything will ring simultaneously, like my laptop, my phone, and everything. Okay, I think RBNO is not here, so I would say we will go to Leo Funk's track. Who makes the grass green? That's a good question. Ooh, when Maurizio meets Jose Padilla. I'm getting excited. I'm getting curious. Sounds good. Leo Funk. You're here, I know that. 10 minutes, my friend, from now. I don't have to explain the rules to you. You know that. I mean, you're a regular from week to week. So 10 minutes. I like the chord sounds. Very nice vibe. very lovely vibe. Sounds are very nice. I think one thing I would adjust with the reverb. Have you used the low cut or something on the Hall effect? Yeah, low cutting the reverb. I think that would be something very nice because this dub chords when the Hall effect is coming in is sounding very low and heavy, you know. So maybe like cutting the reverb effect somewhere. I'm not sure. You have to test it out, but maybe I don't know. 100 or 200 hertz or something low cut, just checking out how it sounds. Because like they're taking over the mix in the moment when they're coming this door. So the dub chord, you know, the dub chord can stay as it is, but the reverb, so the Hall effect afterwards, it can be processed and then it sounds much better because this repetition of the sound is like ducking everything else. But again, very lovely vibe in this track, very lovely atmosphere. Also, the story is very nice. It's not like and that's very fascinating from time to time, and or let's say from week to week when you send your tracks, you definitely know how to create a certain vibe and tell a story without going too crazy. So what I always recommend the people try to tell a interesting story to keep the listener's attention from the beginning to the end. You know, it's not like you're getting totally crazy in a track. It's very subtle. Just a few things changing, coming in, going out, you know. Maybe also like a few effects or something are slightly processed on a different way, you know. So, but it's not much, you know, and it's on point, and that's very nice, you know. So the idea of a track is sometimes more important than a good mix. Of course, a combination of both is it's even better. So I think if you low cut, I don't know, 1 minute 30, if you low cut the Hall effect, you know, it can definitely get bigger, you know, the track. So and the mix is going to sound way better, and in the end the track automatically gets much better, you know. The kick will get more room to work, even the bass line and everything, you know. And then, hey, it's going to be a nice track. Nice vibe, nice story. To, let's say, make a 100% accurate feedback on the mixdown, I would, if you finish all the stuff, I would put it on my Wavelab and check all the frequencies, you know, and the balance of the mix and everything. Now, because of the dub chord, is the rest of the mix is it's difficult to give a 100% accurate feedback, but lovely work again. Top top idea, nice track, constant interesting tracks, my friend. I would love to have your output, mate. It's a hard nut to crack. Yeah, that's true. So 10 minutes. Leothang, thank you very much again for contributing, being a part again this week, from week to week. I really appreciate that. Nice track. I get the description as well. So yeah, nice. Thank you very much. Who's next? Who's here? Let's see. Yeah, love goes back, my friend. Keep going. And keep sending. Always lovely ideas. Very nice examples for good arrangements. For good stories. For a nice vibe. So, RBNO, Second Chance. I've already skipped your track once, but let's see if you're here. Nice continuous flow, moves very well from start to finish. Yeah, that's definitely the point. It's not getting boring to listen to the track. That's the most important thing. So there are so many tracks where you start like from the beginning and you're getting like you're getting bored the first 1:30-ish minutes, and then there's something coming for 1 minute and you're like, oh, and then it's going back into the repetitive and very unspectacular arrangement, and you can lose you can lose the crowd completely with these tracks. Of course, like I said, if you're layering and your style is based on this and you're telling stories with this layering technician, that's fine. This definitely can work. I've seen that. For example, Divis1, Oscar Molero. I've seen that. It's possible, Also Marron. They're playing kind of truly repetitive, minimalistic music, but it's still always focused on red line, like telling the story with a red line and everything. Okay, RBNO is not there. Let's see, maybe later. Les, I've already seen that you joined the stream, but I'm not sure if you're still here. I think so. Malek, Alice. I think so. I mean, you're on my list, but I'm not sure if you're here. If you are listening actively. Alice. Malek. If not, I would jump to Ivan. Yeah, you're on the list, on this here, DOG. DOJ. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, Alice is not responding. RBNO is not responding, so I think we will jump to Ivan. And again, if you want to join the list, get on my link in bio, get on the first link in my link tree and join the list if you want to get a feedback. Okay, Ivan, you here, my friend? Okay. Am I stupid? Where are the people? Ivan, where are you? Are you on YouTube, mate? RBNO, Malek Ales. Ivan, Emanuel. Who's the first who's messaged me in this chat? Yo, Ivan. Because you have been the first one who's getting back, you are now in the first place here. Pam. So, Self-Mastered Hardware Jam, let me know your thoughts. Let's start with this beauty. 10 minutes from now. YouTube. Yeah, I see you on YouTube. Or what do YT is YouTube, right? Ivan. 10 minutes. Hallo. I see a lot of familiar names joining the chat now and the live. Come on, guys, send your tracks. Do you have all the recordings in several layers or on several tracks, separate tracks, or is this just a whole recording? I think last time it was like a recording in one track, right? These small breaks, these skipped steps, that's nice. And that's what I mean with small things, really, like nuances. Am I still so crazy delayed on YouTube? Because Ivan is not responding. He responded. 3 separate tracks on this one. Which one? Do you have the kick on a separate track? But the dub, this dub chords, very sexy. I like how you played with the delay times. Also nuances, but that's also a way to create, let's say, these very subtle changes. The drums are all in one recording. Okay. Very nice idea. So the track in general, the idea is very lovely. I like that. The only thing is really the kick is too present. The kick is too much. It's too loud. It's too punchy. So I think that the delay was crazy. I like this changes, very nice. The kick definitely needs to like getting a bit lower volume wise, because you can recognize it when the chord is coming and it's trying to get getting broader. It's getting pushed away from the punch of the kick every time the kick is coming in, you know? But you want to create with this dubby, chordy, holly sound, you want to create like a big room. But the room is not you can't hear the room in a way, because the punch of the kick is really like so heavy that you focus too much on the kick also as a listener, but also it's like stealing the room of all the other sounds in a way. You get what I mean? Yeah, soften it up a bit. Yeah, try it out. Like really. I mean, you can work with sidechain compression. You know, like sidechaining the elements with like slightly, and the punch is getting still getting through the mix, you know, but it's not too much. Oh, RBNO's there. No, we haven't listened to your track. I'm skipping the whole time your track because I think it's super important that the people which track is contributed needs to be in the live to hear the feedback, of course, you know. So we waited for you, but you're the next on the list. So stay with us, my friend. You're the next in the list, for sure. Nice, but lovely work. I like. I really like the mood and the vibe of the track. It's very nice. I don't know if you make that on purpose, but these small skips in the track. I think it wasn't, especially in the first part of the track. I haven't heard it in the second, to be honest. But in the first part, there was like you skipped like one step a few times. That sounded to me like this. Very, very nice, very subtle, but it makes it's really like, oh, something happened, and that's very nice. So less is more, definitely. Again, very nice idea. Yeah, thank you very much, Ivan, for your contribution again. Also, always very lovely to listen to your tracks. We had a few good ones from you, I can remember. So keep going, my friend. Keep sending. Also, always, yeah, I'm always appreciating and enjoying to listen to your tracks. So keep going, mate. Keep sending. Okay. 1 minute left. I'm very on point today, right? So, RBNO. You're the next one. Are you here? How is this possible? Hugo is sending 2 tracks. How is this possible? That's crazy. Never had this before. Huh. How do you sneak with 2 tracks? How is this possible? Yeah, RBNO. You ready? Are you ready? Hello. RBNO, you here still with us? Ready? Yeah, I'm also ready. I'm just waiting. Let's go. Yes! That's the spirit. 10 minutes from now. Boom, 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 boom. So far, mix down wise sounds pretty clean, yeah? What do you think, Chad? Let me know. VNN RSMR, yeah. Okay. I wanted to listen to the whole track. So sound-wise, the mix sounds pretty clean. So everything sounds in a way pretty nice balance. I like the low end and everything. So there's not like any or let's say I didn't recognize anything bad in the mix, so it sounds pretty clean. But somebody wrote that in the chat, I think. Like, I'm kind of waiting for something to happen. There are like happening a few things in the background, so if you really listen very closely to the track, a lot of things are happening in the back, you know, so Atmos sounds and stuff like this. But I get what you mean by with that. So Leo Funk also wrote it in the chat. Good tool for layering. It's definitely a nice base for a track, you know. So if you're using this layering techniques DJing, this track is pretty proper, you know, so you can definitely work with this track. For me personally, there's also missing this like, yeah, this surprising moment, or like to keep my attention to the whole track. I mean, it wasn't nice to listen to the track, you know, but I thought maybe something is happening after the break, or but it didn't come, you know. So just taste wise, I would love to hear, like, let's say a more storytelling version of the track, but in the end still a solid track, you know. And definitely, yeah, I think that's something you can work with for sure. And it's, you know, it's your track, you know. It's of course your yeah, it's your decision how the track has to sound, or which elements has to be in the track. You don't have to put anything in it. You don't have to put any chord sound or melody or whatever. You don't need that. If you want to keep that track as it is, do that. Sounds pretty proper, you know. It's just, I say, I wouldn't play this track because I can't you know, I'm always trying to tell stories, and I always try to let the track have its time. So I'm always trying to play the track as long as possible, but all the tracks I'm playing also needs like these special twists and, yeah, interesting arrangements. Now this is very tooly, loopy. I mean, Fractured Loop is the title of the track, so the title already says that it's kind of a tooly track. But like I said, sound-wise, proper, solid tune. I like the low end. It's very juicy and still clean. The rest is also fine. All the elements in the background are sounding nice. So, yeah, solid track. Thank you very much for this one. Let's see what the chat wrote about the track. I mean, we have 10 minutes now, but let's see what the chat wrote. Yes, it's real clean in the mix, yeah. Mix sounded very good. Love drums. I would have give it more micro variation. Yeah, that's the thing. So maybe like, even if you just add some, yeah, like minor variations, doesn't have to be like that crazy. Like I said it in this stream several times. Less is more, people. Really, like adding. For example, like Ivan did it with these cutoffs. Of course, it depends on the track. But yeah, there are so many different ways to make that happen, or to keep elements or tracks interesting. Okay, thank you, RBNO. Malek is not here. He has been, or you on the list? I'm not sure. Malek, can you hear me? I mean, you're on the list, but you're not responding. So I'm not sure if you're listening or you're just like, you're just on your phone without sound. Let me know, my friend. Yes, man. Ah, there you are. I had to skip your track. I was waiting for you, no response. And you have been on my list, but no answer. So I skipped it, but now you're here. Perfect. Is that Spotify? That is Spotify, right? Never had Spotify here before. That's I had to check that. Okay. Can I listen to it? I mean, I have Spotify, but... Okay. 10 minutes from now, like everybody else. Sorry, kids. All good. I mean, we're here for 3 hours. Okay, now 2 hours left, but we have enough time. Ooh. Nice sounds. Ah, okay. Your kids are with you. The low end also here is very heavy. Needs to be a bit more in the mix. It's a bit like this, you know, right now. So pushing it a bit back, just a bit. Also, somehow the punch and the kick is missing. But this can be caused by this very low and heavy groove. It's interesting how the other sounds, like this step sound, the sounds are nice, yeah. I also like the wobble. The thing is just a bit too loud, I think, the wobble. Ah, I was super confused, Leo, for a moment. Yeah, for your info, Insta makes the track mono, just to let you know. So if you want to get the stereo Yeah, the whole stereo image. Join us on YouTube. Now we can really hear the bit too loud low end. Okay, nice track. I really like the step sound and everything. Even I'm even fine with the vocal, to be honest. So in general, nice track. Solid. The only thing is, like I said, this wobbling low end is a bit too loud, and also the punch of the kick is missing, because due to the heavy wobbling bass line, you have this wobbling groove. You have the kick, which is trying to get through this, but the punch is not coming through. So a bit, maybe it's on purpose, but it sounds not like on purpose. So the attack of the kick is missing in a way. Yeah, the kick is very thin. That's pretty good description. Yeah, but the rest of the track is fine. It's just like the low end. Again, like always, low end thing, topic. I repeat myself. But still good track. Also kind of toolish, but still with these slightly variations. It's keeping the attention of the listener. So good work here. Only thing, like I said, is the low end. Maybe 909 kick, but I think you can also work with the 808 kick and stuff, but I think you just have to really check the balance of the low end. So kick and bass, are they in harmony or not? Are they are they in the same frequency, stealing each other the spot in the mix? That's the thing. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. Malik. Okay, 2 minutes on my watch left, but I think we said everything about the track. Thank you very much for this one. Yeah, Joshua. I think I saw you joining, but I'm not sure if you're still here. It's out now, but yes, when is the track really finished? Yeah, it's also a thing. Sometimes you have to quit. Like, you can work for years on a track, but sometimes it's also a thing. That's, for example, a big problem I had always. I always tried to be too to perfectionist, and I always try to make my track as good as possible. And of course, you can't reach this like a perfect track. So you have to finish tracks as well, and just because you don't like, I don't know, you don't like it or whatever. I mean, you're listening sometimes in loop for hours or days to the same track, and of course it can happen that you that you don't like the track anymore, and you are super self-critical, and then you are like, oh, I have to fix this on the mix, I have to fix this on the mix, and then, oh, I don't like the sound anymore, whatever, and you are like restarting each track every time, and you don't bring out anything, you don't release anything. So sometimes people, you have to just finish a track, you know. Searching for the perfect track is a never-ending story. That's the thing. So sometimes that's, you know, I mean, like, send out the track, bring it out, release it, and people will listen to it. People will give you feedback, of course, as well, and then you, of course, can work on it. Or you can. I mean, releasing tracks. I did that a few weeks ago. I've listened to all my tracks in the past, and it wasn't, sound design wise wasn't good. But for example, I was much more creative, like storytelling wise and arrangement wise in the past, and idea wise in general. Now my mixes are getting way better, but my ideas are getting very, not like boring or something, but you know, it's, if I compare it to the past, my ideas in the past were better, you know, just my feeling. But you can, I mean, I still see the progression, you know. So checking your tracks from the past, and now you can see your progression and your development over the years as well. So yeah, bring out music, and learn from release to release. Check your tracks from time to time. Listen to old tracks from you. Compare it to to tracks now. You will definitely see development, or you will hear development for sure. Joshua, let's listen to a track. 10 minutes, my friend. Boom, 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 boom. Have we listened to this track last week? Last week, not last week, but have we already listened to this track? Low end sounds nice, so the groove is very nice. Yeah, I thought so. I had this track in mind. What was the feedback? I would have to check it. Was it with the low end? Ooh, the sounds have very nice space. Oh, so the low end is nice. Was it because of the low end? Now it's good. Sounds good now. It's better. Ah, the certain elements really have the space now. You can now really hear the mid-range. Which one do you have now? Which headphones? Nice stereo effect. Very nice panorama. I like the movement. It's moving like from the mid to the sides and back, kind of. Then yeah, the mix sound is nice. I think that's a pretty good raw mix. Is this a self master or is it 0 dB? Yeah, the groove is nice. Yeah, low end sounds way better. Way better. It's self-mastered. What have you done with the have you used Ozone or just put a limiter on it, or anyways, doesn't matter. It sounds pretty nice. I think I wouldn't do in the mastering. That's a pretty nice rough mix, so I wouldn't do much in the mastering. I would maybe add a bit more high end with I would like excitement, you know. That's something, but that's not like a big deal, you know. It's still pretty good. I would just add a bit of excitement to make it like sounding a bit more hi-fi-ish, you know. And yeah, in general, it's a nice track. Also, the idea of the track is nice. Yeah, good work. Perfect. So I think this you really balanced the mix now, and it made a huge difference to last time. So yeah, good job, mate. Sorry when I'm sometimes like hanging or something. I don't know. There's such a delay. I'm waiting here sometimes to see what is happening in the chat. Yeah, Joshua, thank you very much for contributing. Lovely that you have worked on this track again and that you have improved it that good, mate. Liked it very much. Keep going. Yeah, good headphones or new headphones. Balanced headphones are very important to create like a certain or good balanced mix down. Just let me give me a sec. Oh, it's so warm in this room. Oh. I have to take out the third room hoodie. Whoa. Whew. It's getting hot in here. Nice. I love that. Yeah, it makes me kind of happy to see that my feedback is helping you to improve your sound and your mix. This was definitely a good example. How to improve a mix. I don't know if you have been here at the session where we listened to the first mix down and now to the improved track. I don't have the track in mind, so not 100%. I don't know how the track sounded exactly, but I had in mind it was a problematic, or the low end was problematic, and now it's really like a huge difference. You can really hear all the frequencies pretty nice, pretty good. Everything has its space, and that's definitely a big step forward. Very nice. Lovely. Igloo, hello my friend. So Riel, René, you here? Abstract Tape. Is that already released or is it a demo? A demo is it like unreleased track? Hola. It can change somehow here in my... I don't get it. Sometimes that's super strange. Okay, you are here. That's perfect. Let's dive into your track. 10 minutes from now will be released. Okay. 10 minutes from now, let's listen to your track. Prospero by Riel. I also like the bleep sounds. I also like the atmosphere of the track. Maybe these closed heads are a bit too loud. So, because somehow they're ducking the mix. These 16s. The track is very lovely. I like the vibe. It sounds balanced in a way, but every time when the high end frequencies or high frequency sounds are coming in, like this 16th closed head and the hat, or in general all, let's say, hats, the mix sounds a bit out of balance. So it sounds pretty nice, then the heads are coming in and it's getting out of balance in a way. But really slightly. It's not like it's destroying or ruining the mix in a way. Yo. Whoa, chill. It's a nice track. Definitely. I like the vibe of the track. I also really like this kick. Not this typical 4 to the floor kick. So in general, bleep sounds, vibe, everything nice. All the Atmos sounds coming in and out. It's good. Only really thing what I would look on in detail is really this high end frequencies. So heads, closed heads, hi-hat, and check to maybe lower the volume a bit, because every time when the hats are coming in, it feels like they're like taking over too much presence in the mix, and like they're like floating, like just slightly over the mix, and really like the rest of the rigs is not like getting its space. So it's really like just a bit, maybe like 1 dB or something, maybe 2, but maybe 2 is even too much. What do you think? 3 minutes. What do you think, people? Have you heard it? Or am I the only one who's recognizing this? The rest is nice. It's really not, it's not that big deal, it's not like it's ruining the mix, don't get me wrong. So it's still releasable for sure. It's really like if you want to have it on, now the track, let's say, is on 90%. If you want to have it on 95, I said that on purpose, with the 95%, because there's no 100%. Let's say 99%. If you want to have it on 99%, but yeah, found it balance. Like I said, it's just my personal feeling. Would love to. You can send me the track. I can also check it in my Wavelab maybe, and see. Like the spectrum analyzer and everything. I can see much more on Wavelab. I mean, I can hear a lot of things, but it's also good to have it visually. So Wavelab is Wavelab is very nice to analyze tracks. Always nice to have original out of the 4 on the 4 key. That's definitely true. Who make Wavelab? Steinberg, I think. Yeah, Steinberg, the same company who developed Cubase. For me personally, that's one of the best mastering softwares on the market. I've bought the software, and I'm using it so often. Not only for mastering, also for listening to tracks, checking it and everything. Download the crack copy too. I've received like an email. I was so pissed because it's 50% off. That's no advertising, no marketing. I don't get any money by Steinberg, just saying. But currently there's 50% off on Wavelab. Usually the full version is €500. I thought I've made already a pretty good deal, because it was there was a discount on Wavelab like 1 or 2 months ago, and I think I paid €430, and now there's 50% off, and you can get it for €250. So if you ever wanted to buy Wavelab, it's the time now. It's a Cosa. Yeah, that was the reason I've said that in the beginning. I could hire a cutter for my videos for cutting videos, but I always want to to pay the people fair, but my money was spent for certain studio related stuff currently, like for example Wavelab for nearly €430, and I bought Ableton again, because I've shared the studio with Ahmed, and We are not sharing the studio anymore since last year, and I was in the studio working there, and they didn't have Ableton, and I was working on Cubase the whole time, and how was it? Logic, because all those band recordings and stuff like this makes much more sense on Cubase, honestly. And yeah, since I'm not working in the studio anymore, since July, yeah, I have no Ableton anymore, and I thought like, okay, it's time, so I bought Ableton, and Ableton is also not that cheap. So I don't use any DAWs or plugins, so I save all my money for synth. Yeah, I've opened once the box of Pandora with Modular, and yeah, this is really heavy. So if you ever thought about starting with Modular, yeah, trust me, it's a box of Pandora. So if you open it, you will definitely spend a lot of money in Modular. Yeah, I also thought like, okay, there's going to be a deal or something, but when I saw Wavelab for 430 euro instead of 500, that's like 70 euro discount, I was like, okay, no way they can do like a bigger discount on Black Friday or whatever. But they did like 50% off. What the fuck? That's crazy. Like 1.3k for 2.6k synth. What the fuck? Ivan, I see you're like a spender on gear. Do you want to buy something? I have some drum machines in here, which I don't use currently because I really don't have the time to work on all these drum machines. The only thing I'm using is really sometimes the Percons. But yeah, also long time ago that I've worked on my Percons. Real. René, thank you very much for contributing a track. What you got? Percons, drum machines, or what? You know the Percons? It's pretty nice, the drum machine. Is it here? That's the Nava. I have the Nava 909. So this, let's say, copy of a 808, of a 909. I have a Yocta 2. That's like the rebuild of 808. And I have the Percons. That's a drum machine by Erica Synth. Very nice. The handling is pretty good. Are you Hugo? Sun Sound? Yeah, of course, Hugo Suns makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. The Nava Nano 9 is very, very nice. I'm very fascinated by the sound of the drum machine, and also of course like the handling feels like original 909. And I had a 909 in my hands, and to be honest, it was refurbished and everything. Yeah, I don't know. It honestly, I think all the Nava 909 even feels a bit better than the original 909, but that's just my opinion. But it's just about the feeling, you know, handling. So, thank you very much, René. There was a René, right? Yeah. DOJ. DOJ, you're here? Ah, that's Mohawk, right? I think, Mohawk, you're DOJ, right? Yo. Nice. Okay, 10 minutes from now for your sine wave house. Sine wave house, okay. Interesting. Let me see how much tracks we have left. So we have DOJ, Hugo, Ivan. I was like, Ivan? But I've said you can rejoin the list. I was confused. I've heard a track by Ivan today. Let's start with DOJ now. 10 minutes from now for DOJ. Mohawk. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. It's a bit rough. Doesn't matter. I also love to play rough tracks. For example, She-Wax. Oh, I love this She-Wax tracks. We have like a bass sound on the sides, right? Like ping-ponging. Is that right? Wait. Give me a sec, I have to rewind this. Give me a sec. It just like feel like the track was like skipped for a second. Crazy. What the hell? Wow, crazy track. Um, the- I just have to find the right words for it. Just give me a sec. Um, so the whole, all the complete drum sounds or stuff like that, very raw. Then you have like this very heavy lead sound, uh, which is way too over present in the mix. It's way too loud for sure. It's really eating up the whole mix. Everything else is not getting its space. It definitely needs to be much quieter. I mean, it's the lead sound, yes, but it's really like it's dominating the mix completely. But also, like there was this one moment where the sound skipped. You have this. Leo Funk wrote in the chat like the lead needs movement. Yeah, you have this very crazy changes in the lead sound and these repetitions and everything. But also in the end, without any fade out or something, the sound just quit and then came back very loud, and then it's fading out. Then there's like drums are coming in the end, like from here, somewhere along here. You can really hear the kick slightly. There's like a second track coming in or something. Is that a finished track? Is that a loop? What is that? But just to understand the track. And where you have the lead sound from? It sounds so familiar. Is it self production? Is it from a synthesizer or did you sample it? What is not like that's not bad or something, you know? I put it together 2 hours ago. Okay. Wild. Very wild. Hard to say something about. So in the beginning, the drums are coming in and they're sounding very rough and loud. And I thought like, okay, the drums are maybe a bit too loud, but let's just listen to the rest of the track. And the lead sound is even that much louder that the loud drums are getting ducked and you can't hear anything else than just the lead sound. You can really hear slightly that there's something happening in the background, but you really have to listen closely. And if you have something or a sound where you're like, okay, I have something, the rest is the lead sound is taking over the the role again, you know, and you can't hear anything else. Yeah, what's there in the end? It sound in the end when the track is fading out, it sounds like there are coming percussions, like in this force. Here, it's from a Moog Modular. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Very heavy Moog sound. Very, very heavy Moog sound. Um, it's hard to say something about the track, to be honest, because the mix is way the mix is it definitely needs improvement. So lead sound quieter, also the drum sounds quieter in a bit, and then balancing a bit more. I had a long mix, 7 minutes. Okay. Interesting version. Maybe I need to listen to the whole track. Boah, hard to say. I would definitely need to listen to a second mixdown. If you put it together 2 hours ago, I don't know how long you have sat on this track, but I have always the problem when I sit too long on a track that my ears are getting tired, and I'm like, I'm getting too loud with everything. Um, like I said, no, very hard to say. Um, I don't know what to give a feedback to. I mean, I've gave a bit of feedback, but I'm not sure if you're happy with the feedback. Like I said, it's very tough to give like a proper feedback on a track. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. What the fuck? Okay. Like I said, hard to say. I don't know if you can't do if this feedback. I mean, it's hard to say something about that track. I would definitely. I mean, I would go for a second round of the mixdown. In general, no good. All good. But feel free to send. Maybe I don't know. Maybe send it next week again if you want to work on it, and balancing the frequencies and everything on and the certain layers. So lead sound definitely quieter. The rest also the drums quieter. Balancing the mix. So in the end, all the elements, all the frequencies needs its space, but you at the same time you have to hear all the elements in a it's in a certain way, you know. So you have to still hear the drums. You have still to hear the lead sound, the heads and everything. uh, do you like the arrangement? Wow, it's really crazy. I mean, there's like this very hard skip in the track. um, like I said, there are variations in it. So um, there it's not like it's getting boring or something. So you can listen to it, but it's 4 minutes. There things are happening there. But yeah, like I said, it's very hard to give a feedback here on the track in general. That's the first time I would say it's. I'm very yeah, speechless. Hard to give a feedback, to be honest. There are variations in it, so, but I think I would definitely go for a second round in general with the track. So mixdown wise, arrangement wise. So the idea of, let's say, repeating sound and changing the lead sound a bit is the right way. Uh, but I definitely would need to listen to the track again, also with the better mix, because I can't hear the rest of the track. So what is happening besides the lead sound. There are also variation inside, maybe. Yeah, I have a label looking for wild tracks. This is one. Hey, I mix live record to 4 track. I live. I've mixed live record to 4 track. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, might be too wild. Yeah. I mean, we are already talking a bit too long about the track. Sorry about that. I mean, everybody's getting 10 minutes. I just want to give like a proper feedback, but to be honest, I can't really give a proper feedback. Hard to say. It's always hard to like record tracks without without a DAW, because uh, yeah, you don't, if for a mixer, or let's say for a mastering engineer, is really hell if you get like a track and there, for example, like now you have so crazy yeah, like such an unbalanced mix, you know, and you can't do anything against it. So if you want to make a second round on the mix down, you have to re-record it completely. I mean, fair enough. Everybody can do it how it want. Um, I think it's pretty tough to do mixes like this or tracks like this, but nothing speaks against it, you know. DOJ. I really don't have like. I mean, I've said a lot of things about your track. I think we had talked about long enough. Like I said, it's very hard to make a proper feedback. I would definitely recommend to do a second, if you can do it, second round of a mix down. So lowering down the lead sound, lowering down the drum sounds. Also, what's very important, what you can't do when you do it live and you just record 4 tracks, is like cleaning frequencies in a way, you know. And there are frequencies in it which are like over dominating the mix and like also yeah, like unbalancing the mix in the end. Hi-hats, for example, always problematic. I can do live remixes like 4 a day. I have to drop out, Freunde. My day's starting and you have a good night all. Leo Funk, thank you very much for joining again. See you next week, brother. Have a lovely one. Okay, Hugo. You here? You have 2 tracks in a row or in the pipe. Just let me. Hugo? You here, my friend? Sounds yes. Do you want to listen to the first or to the second track? What do you prefer? second or first one? The second one is my last project, looking for advice in the mixdown. Track made last year, recently mastered. Then let's listen to the second track. So the template, stream template 4.2 by Sunsound. The other is mastered, so I guess better the second. Okay. I'm struggling to give proper stereo amplitude and depth to the rhythmic and melodic elements. My home studio is small monitor DT990S and old 2.1. Unsure what monitors to buy due to limited space and poor acoustics. You can buy whatever you want, but trust me, it's always better to put the money in good acoustic measurements, and don't buy like these foams or something. That's absolute bullshit. Don't burn your money with this foam, this triangle foams. That doesn't make anything. You really need like proper built absorbers. So if you're sitting like this and the sound is going in the back, you definitely need absorbers with maybe 50 centimeters, filled with what's it called? Forgot the name, to be honest. Not Bauschaum. I wouldn't even know how's the name on English, but yeah. How is this? Wait a sec. What's the name? Doesn't matter, but you definitely need acoustic like measurements. That's you can buy the like most expensive monitors. We had this focal monitors, focal trio 6BE, I think. Focal trio 6BE. I think the pair is somewhere around 8 or something. So pretty, let's say, middle class monitors. And before we had this, we built our studio in 2019. And before we built it, we bought these monitors, and everything sounded better, but still not good, because the room was shit. But after we built the studio in 2019, and we had this flush mount wall, so the monitors are getting built into the wall with all these acoustic measurements and like absorbers everywhere. They sounded completely different. Completely. That was like day and night difference. And after Ahmed built the Third Room Studios, even now with the PMC, and the PMCs are very expensive. I think the pair is like 16K or something. But I'm not 100% sure. And you have like a really, really, really proper studio. It's built room in room, and you hear the difference. That's even a completely different level. But even with the PMCs, if you would buy the PMCs with the correct room, they would sound like shit. That's the thing. I've explained it a bit too long, but you can buy the most expensive monitors on this planet, but still they won't sound good if the room is not set properly and is not built up properly with absorbers, with diffusers. Absorber is the first thing, very important. But if you don't have diffusers, the room is sounding very dry. So there's no life in the room, you know. It feels very unspectacular, spectacular. Yeah. But if you put diffusers inside the room, it's getting a bit of life, sounds a bit brighter, and creates kind of a more natural sound, let's say it like this. Working on a low budget at the moment. I have my studio at home, so I don't have like a closed room to treat. It's like yeah, that's not easy. I mean, we rent like a studio, and we build everything up in the studio, and spectacular. Yeah, I have problems with words sometimes, especially in English. You can build a studio low budget. I know people. I mean, our first studio was also, let's say, kind of low budget. I mean, it was still expensive in a way. I think we spent somewhere around 12K just for the room, something like this. Yo, what's up, Igloo? I think something like this. I spent a lot of money in my personal musical development. Trust me, people. Like in this room, a lot of money, proper studio monitors. And it's not like I'm really a rich kid or something. I'm really like, I worked my ass up to get all these all this money together, but it was worth, you know. And I've really learned to. It was worth because I really learned to listen properly, and I know how music has to sound to work in a way. There are tracks which are not perfectly mixed and not like hi-fi-ish and stuff like this, but they still work because of the idea and everything. But yeah, a good mix is also pretty important. If you can have the best idea, but if it's not if the mix isn't sounding good, it's not working, you know. It has to be okay in a way. I see Iglo has a fan base here. Iglo has always a fan base. I mean, I'm also a fan of Iglo, so, and I'm pretty happy that he's always joining. I'm talking about room, like proper sounding rooms and room measurements and everything like this. Acoustic treatments, stuff like this, and that you can buy the most expensive monitors on the world, and you still won't have the best sound in your room if the room sounds like shit. So I've talked long enough about this topic. And you can always ask me if you want to. I've made a lot of experience on building rooms. I've built together with Ahmed, we built the first room completely on our own. And I know how to build rooms in a way. I've worked for. I had this studio. I've built it with my own hands. We moved to the Third Room Studios. I worked at the Third Room Studios. I've worked in another studio, which was built by the same, on the studio designer. Greetings to Dennis from Acoustic Spaces. He's a fucking genius on this topic. He built also the Elysia Studios. He built the Brainworks Studios. He's a really, really big genius. And I saw really, really good studios. I know how they are built and everything. So if you have questions, feel free to shoot. Room acoustics are more important than gear. Absolutely. I sometimes don't get that, why people are spending so much money on equipment, on gear, because the first step you should have to take is, of course, if you want to play live and you just want to play live, you know, and you don't want to be like a producer or something, but in the point where you want to get a producer and produce tracks, you need like a proper sounding room. And the first step is to, and I think that's in every book I've read about like production, the first step is to build up a proper room. And I don't know what or why, but so many people are skipping this step. They're also skipping the step with proper monitors. Like they're skipping like the two most important steps. And I don't know. How was his full name? Here I give you like the page, Acoustic Spaces. That's the website of Dennis. Here he's one of the NAMM Tech Awards finalists for studio building. Here are the studios he built. For example, you can just check it out if you want. That's Dennis. He built this Snipe Studios in Cologne. Some references. Some customers, yeah. And that's the page of Dennis. You can check it out, all these studios. It's always flush mount wall if you see it. Flush mount wall is when the monitors are built in the wall. He also made this this big project here. That's Rotofilm, Europe's biggest grading and mixing stage in Potsdam, Babelsberg. I think he haven't built the room, but he made all the acoustic treatments and stuff like this in the room. Very, very nice. Short excursion to sound. Biggest movie studio in Germany. Is it Babelsberg? Yeah, he he hasn't built the studio in general or the room, but he was the one who was who's installing all this treatments and stuff like this. He measured the room and everything. So yeah, let's say he made like 60%, 70% of the studio, or of this Rotor studio. Dennis is sitting in Germany, but he also is going everywhere around Germany or Europe. He built a studio in France currently, and stuff like this. I guess people don't think it's necessary until they start to question their mixes. Yeah. That's also a thing. People are they forgot like to question their own mixes sometimes. They're sometimes too happy too quickly with their mixes, and like, yeah, that's fine like it is. Doesn't have to be that good. Yeah, not perfect, but proper balanced mixes is good to have. So, Hugo, I've talked so much, sorry. Let's jump into a track. Yeah, go for it. I don't know which studio it was in France, but I can ask him. Dennis Busch is the name, by the way. It just came up into my mind. Dennis Busch. Sounds you're the first time here, right? Leo Funk, you already said you're on the way to work. You got back. Yeah, soft and warm kick, that's true. Sorry, leaving. Yeah, feel free, stay with us, no problem. It's not like you have to go, but just you said you want to go. Leo can't get enough. He just can't get enough. He just can't get enough. I think still the low end could definitely need a bit excitement, so saturation, third, harmonics, distortion to be... I mean, you have like this soft warm kick, but it's not feeling warm. It needs a bit saturation. So that's why I asked if you have been here so far on the streams, or is that the first time? Because that's like one of the main tips I'm always giving. Take the low end, send it to a like send return channel or return channel with saturation, add saturation, and then send it back, or have it as a parallel track, adding a bit warmth to the low end. Can also add a bit of punch. I mean, the vibe is nice of the track. I like this this sunny schmoot here. So, sub bass kick, send it to a return channel, put a saturator on it, give some saturation, and then put the volume completely down. And then just go step by step with the volume, adding a bit of saturation to the low end until you get like this warmth to the low end. You will definitely recognize it. The low end won't sound that dull anymore, you know? Maybe also this groove sub bass is just a bit too loud, but maybe it can be fixed with this parallel parallel processing. Parallel saturation. Too good here. But the vibe of the track is lovely. I also like the arrangement. The story is very nice. Feels very warm. If you fix the mix, that would be definitely a track I would play, I think. I like the characteristic. Nice vibe, nice storytelling. Like that. Very sweet layers. Also the distortion. Nice. Good. Yeah, maybe like fixing a bit the low end would definitely do something on this mix, on this track. But in general, it's a nice track. So good work, good job here. Have you get that with the low end? Was that clear? Clear? What I've meant? Iglo, you can always put a track here. Just give me a few sense. Just give me like, if you understand it, just give me like, thank you so much. If you, yes, I got it. Okay, perfect. If not, let me know. Write me in DM. I can maybe try to explain it again to you. Maybe show an example or whatever. Maybe I will do that anyways on a certain time. But yeah, thanks. I would go because Hugo and Ivan have already send the tracks. I would skip to Ole Re5, just to be fair, because he's waiting so long, and we already listened to Sans and Ivan's tracks. And Iglo also want to send a track. Mate, I always, I'm always glad to hear your tracks here. I put the link in the chat. Put your track down there, mate. Re5. Ole, you here? I mean, I see you on the list, but I'm not sure if you listening or you just like watching without sound. I'm here. Okay, 10 minutes from now for you. Rave. Leo Funk is staying here. Classy. Good old 90s. But in a good way. Not cheap. Sometimes 90s can also be very cheap, but this is nice 90s vibe. Wow, this synth is on point. Short but intense. Proper track, for real. Proper track. Big respect here on this track. I really like the I really like the idea of the track. That's this synthesis. That's so crazy. Really, that's very lovely. Pretty proper. Sad that it's only 3 minutes 30, but this is very proper stuff here. Really thumbs up. Mixdown wise, I'm not 200% sure. I would need to listen to the track once more. I was super fascinating. That's one of these examples, where the mixdown is really getting into the background, because the idea is so good, and it's really good. I really like it, and I really can see. I already had in mind where I could play it, in which constellation, in which mood, in which situation, when a track hits me like this, that I get into a situation, already seeing myself somewhere on the dance floor, or at the DJ, like in the booth, and playing a set and seeing the people in front of me. This is very special, and it really gets me. So to give it 100% proper feedback, I would need to listen to the track once more, and then more, let's say, with the focus on the mixdown. But just the idea is very nice. It's a proper idea. Thumbs up. Really, really good job. I really like that. Leo Funk also wrote, good job, man. Iglo, what's your feedback? Rave, good vibes. Great. I also think has anthem potential. Yeah, it has, kind of, right? Like, imagine playing this track as a closing track, peak time, playing like this really, or maybe even like on the high point of your set, playing more, let's say, ravey-ish, old schoolish set, and then you're like, you're going on the peak of the set and then playing this track, like completely breakdown of the dance floor. Pretty proper. Maybe it needs some mastering from a professional. Hey, feel free to send, man. I can master as well. If you want to master it, send it to me. I can re-listen to it with the, let's say, more critical ear, and give you like maybe proper feedback on maybe more detailed way, let's say it like this. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Anthem potentials. Love it. Nice. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Very nice track here. So, Iglo. We can't have a Feedback Friday session without Iglo joining us and sending a track, So I think that's a pretty nice like finish for this Feedback Friday. For the first Feedback Friday, give me a sec. For a first Feedback Friday, 3 hours. I thought like, okay, maybe 3 hours is a bit too long, but I don't know. We always make it to fill the time. That's I really love that, and it's very fun to have this live streams with you. and I'm really I'm really happy and enjoying these sessions. I hope you as well. Let's listen to Iglo's track here, and what would be a Feedback Friday with the Iglo track? Let's listen to it. And we are going into the next round, ravey-ish. Thank you, mate. Yeah. I think as well it's super important to give something back. The sound is so clean. The train is coming. Proper sounding low end. It's a very nice balance between this tone and the sequence. It's like a plain fourth. Very nice. Yeah, that's a proper tune. Absolutely proper. Yeah. You know, the track is not too pushy. It's really on point. Like subtle changes, variations. It's never like getting, like I said, too pushy in the whole track. But still, it's like it keeps the attention from the beginning to the end. Leo wrote a bit busy, maybe. I think I know what you mean, but honestly, for me personally, I thought that was on point. So it was never too much, you know, because all the elements, you know, there were so many things happening and coming and going, but like that was never like this, that two dominant sounds took over the lead. Like they really like play back and forth in a way, and that in a very harmonic way through the whole track. Like this bleep, like this high tone, dun, dun. Then we had this sequence in the back. Then we had this kind of, let's say, atmospheric synth pad, whatever lead sound. I don't know. I'm not sure, but you know, everything was, in my personal view, pretty on point. Not too pushy, very subtle, but still attention keeping. There was like a build up, tension, release. I would say it's a proper track. Sound design wise, I would say it's good. Maybe I would need to check the low end again, but for now, first listen was fine. Sounded pretty good. So yeah, Iglo, nice track, good job, mate. I really, yeah, this one is definitely one of the yeah, best things I think you've contributed here. For me personally, I'm not sure if we had some better one. I mean, they're all solid in a way, you know, but I think this one was my favorite, I think, so far. So nice job. Yeah. 10 o'clock. Intensive 3 hours. Intensive 3 hours. Very lovely. Yeah, yeah, we came to an end. Yeah, I would also love to hang around here for, yeah, for even longer. But you know how it is. We wouldn't come to an end. I think it's always good to have like a limit. You know, we said 3 hours. We are 3 hours from now. This was a very lovely session. A lot of lovely contributions. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me, please. I thank you for your contributions and that you are coming from week to week. That's really, yeah, that I really appreciate that. Well, that was an unexpected feedback by you. Thought it's maybe a bit too melodic for your taste. I love melodic stuff as well. It it has to touch me in a way, you know. You can really create interesting arrangements with melodies. I just don't like it if it's too cheesy in a way. I mean, I'm also a fan of really, really, really cheesy house music. Uh, but yeah, sometimes in techno music, it depends. Often it's too cheesy, but this one was definitely not cheesy. That was a pretty good example for melodic, but not cheesy. You know, it was it was atmospheric. It was warm. It has a nice vibe. So pretty good. Uh, yeah, like I said, you don't have to thank me. I'm very thankful for everybody who's joining these feedback sessions from week to week. It's really lovely to see so many people from week to week, and also very lovely to get messages on Friday like, why no feedback Friday? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sounds like we have established it in a way because people are really like waiting for it, you know, kind of. Um, yeah, a cheesy one. Yeah, give me cheesy music. Always hanging out here. Great session as always. Thank you for doing these streams. Always great to be live streamed. Yeah, that's definitely yeah. I appreciate that. Like I said, hanging around with people uh like you uh and like have this exchange about the music and everything, giving people something, you know, on a way. That's very important. I mean, also from you guys, not only from me. It's not like I'm like here. I don't know. Like I'm the mastermind. I also am not like the best mixed down engineer in the world or something. I mean, I know a lot of things, but I'm still in a learning process. So it's always good to hear also the opinion of you as well as a community. It's important for all the people who are joining from week to week. There's often things we don't hear, you know. Sometimes we are such in a tunnel vision in a way, um, that we, yeah, sometimes lose ourselves in mix downs and stuff like this. Yeah, I would say let's come to an end. It was very lovely to see you all again here. Um, I would really love to see you next week again for Feedback Friday. Maybe I will put it in in the story, but I would like to do like again kind of a let's say, yeah, I would ask for opinion, because somehow the Monday is very chaotic in a way, and I know that, and that's also the reason why people are just coming maybe for a short time and then leaving because it's a bit too chaotic. I would like to make it a bit more structural, and of course, I could definitely like go and think about how to structure it. But of course, I would love to hear your opinion as well. Um, yeah, and of course, always yeah, feel free to send me feedback also for the Feedback Friday if I shall do something different, or if I should do something more detailed or whatever. um Let me know. uh and yeah, Music Monday, I have to think about the concept. Maybe I really have to write down like a concept, a strict concept, without like going too much away from this concept. Where I can send you tracks. Via email is the best way, to be honest. If you use FatDrop for sending out promos, add me to your FatDrop promo mail out and then send it out, because it's staying in my FatDrop dashboard and I can listen. I always listen to my FatDrop dashboard, so I won't miss your tracks. So I will definitely listen to it. If people are sending it via DM, it's really going down under in my DMs, because currently it's so much, and in general it's always super. Yeah, it's a lot coming into my inbox, because of the festival and everything else. And I've honestly lost a bit the overview. And I'm getting tired of all this Instagram shit, to be honest. I'm really trying to use it as less as possible. But email is a good way, FatDrop is a good way. Yeah. Sometimes SoundCloud also works, but I don't want to promise too much. I'm not that much often online at SoundCloud. I'm checking it really like not that often. I'm not checking it often. But have you considered to do on Monday instead? Would maybe also enable more established people to join, since they're usually on the road on the weekend. I mean, we can also do like feedbacks on Monday. I just like started to do feedback Friday, because on Monday that's always the first day of the week, and I'm really like receiving shit tons of emails over the weekend, from agencies, us artists, whatever, and other customers, and I'm working all these emails and stuff like this, and then I'm kind of tired at the evening. But we can try it out. Why not? We could do like a feedback session on Monday. This Monday I'm on tour, so I'm not. So we won't have any music Monday this week, because I'm not at home. I'm on the road. I have also like a private life. I have to meet sometimes friends, like once in 1,000 years. Yeah, but we can think about it. Why not? Let's keep it in mind. But the point is, yeah, you got a point with the people who are on the road on Friday. That's true. How to get? Yeah, I thought like Friday is a good day, because Friday, I mean, everybody's at home, you know. Usually, I'm not. Also, I'm not streaming like at 10 till 5 in the morning. I'm doing these live streams at yeah, trying to start it always at 7, you know. Most of the people are going out at 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can think about it. I also thought about inviting guests, um like established producers joining the live sessions, also maybe with video, you know, like doing this shared live thing on Instagram. I don't know if it's possible. I don't think it's possible on YouTube. But of course, I would have to check it. Maybe I have to do like a Zoom call or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. But inviting people was on my list as well. I've already talked about that with Eric Mola Mola. He wanted to join me on the sessions once, I think. Yeah, but I've also other friends who would love to join. I would love to invite Ahmed once, because I know Ahmed is one of the most or one of the biggest sound nerds I personally know. And yeah, but also of course, I don't know. Would be great to have people like producers, or active DJs who are playing in clubs from week to week. They have a completely different view on tracks, I'm not like a touring DJ. I mean, I'm playing from time to time in clubs, but I'm not a touring DJ. So there's of course a completely different view on tracks if you are like a touring DJ who plays in front of a crowd from week to week, like on a weekend twice or thrice a day or twice a weekend. Would be great. Like, I don't know, Leochi or Maron, of course, would also be very lovely. People like this, But yeah, let's see. It's also a matter of time, of course. That people have to take the time. I mean, I know all these people in person, but getting them here is also. I mean, nothing is impossible. Let's think about it. Yeah, like I said, I think I will just start something like a feedback round for the Music Monday, like getting some ideas, or in general, maybe sending ideas for live streams. I wanted to do something like Music Monday was originally the concept of listening to new releases, but it's hard to listen every week to all the releases which came out. I really need the time for it. It's so time consuming. So that's hard to keep this on a constant level from week to week. That was initially the concept behind Music Monday. Yeah. But we had also funny Music Mondays. I always try to be a guest. Yeah, we could try it out. Why not? I mean, you're here. I just have to think about the technical requirements, or how to set this up, like with the live streaming on YouTube and on Instagram. Would be good to hear your mic as well, for example. Would be good to see your face as well. Let me think about it. Yeah. It's 10:20. Okay. If you don't have any questions, like I said, I have a Zoom license. I have also a Zoom license. Maybe that's the solution. Let's see. What we could do is like, maybe we could test it out. I have Zoom and we call each other on Zoom. I share my screen on Zoom with sound, plus I stream it from my laptop with OBS. So I see your camera, we hear your mic and everything. Is that an option? Ich habe einen Ferrari. Laptop? Ferrari, oh. Maybe something like this. I would have to check it out. Okay. Was lovely. Let's come to an end. It was lovely to see you all again. It was lovely to listen to your tracks, to your contribution. Thank you again for your time, for sending your tracks, for giving, to share your ideas and everything, to be that brave, to send your tracks that other people can listen to it, to give feedback to it and everything. Thank you very much for joining again. That's it for this week. I hope to see you all again next week for the next Feedback Friday. Monday is going to be skipped because I'm on road, but Feedback Friday next week. I will let you know about the time. Of course, I hope to see you all again. And until then, I wish you a very wonderful night and see you all next week. Bye-bye.